What is up, everybody? Just hanging here with my buddy McKenna. But he's not the subject of talks today, as he's splooted out on a rock there, enjoying his sun, sunning himself. But we're going to talk about an unboxing I got. And unfortunately, I had to unbox them because thanks to the wonderful delivery services of Oops, won't go into detail about that. They forgot my package yesterday. They forgot to put it on the truck. So I had to go pick it up last night late. I was going to do an actual unboxing with you guys, but that kind of backfired when they messed up my delivery. They forgot. They left it off the truck. They forgot to put it on the truck in the morning. But I did get some animals for the reptile room. Kind of a restock of some, and then I did get one brand new species that I'm super excited to work with. I've wanted one for the reptile room for a very long time, and so I'm excited. I'll show you them in a minute. I have them set up in a little temporary tubs to show off to you guys. But first we're going to try, you're not going to see them, but I will show you where they're at. In this small tank here, you're not going to be able to see them. Like I said, I got the package last night because I had to go pick it up, and by the time I got home it was already really late. I got these guys set up, and it was too late to kind of do a unboxing, so I was like, meh. But I'm kind of regretting it a little bit because what I had gotten was a small colony of yellow-headed geckos, which are hidden in amongst here. There's 4 of them. If you don't know what a small-headed gecko is, it's literally a gecko from Central America, the islands, Bahamas, all that stuff, Mexico, all the way down to South America. It's a very populous, kind of invasive gecko. They do very well. They only get about 2 inches long, so if you want some, they're really great. They stay really tiny, so you don't have to worry about them getting really big. That being said, they do very well in groups with a dominant male and subordinate females, and occasionally a subservient male. But unfortunately, we're not going to see them because they're hiding right now. And like I said, guys, these guys are only about 1 inch long right now. They are tiny. They max out at like 2.5 inches. They don't get big at all. So they make great pets for very restrictive spaces. If you want to just set them up and watch them. Now, if you want to hold them, that's not a very good option because they are tiny little geckos and everything wants to eat them, so they want to run from everything. But yeah, so moving on. We also got in this quarantine tank, he's kind of hiding as well. Oh, no, there he is. I don't know if you can see him. He's up there in the corner. This is a green anole. Not a very flashy species. I got him because I have a group of them. I was wanting to get another one to kind of round out the group because they are all getting ready to, as you can see from this, big tank has been cleaned out, been stripped. I'm gonna do an actual, I might do an actual building video with you guys on this, but this is gonna become the new bullfrog house for Jeremiah, Toro, and Ferdinand, as well as Tito the turtle will be in here for a while as well. They all get along very well, so they're going to get this giant tank. I'm going to turn it into a giant water tank, so I'll do a building video on that, as well as a building video on the water giant's house, because I'm going to redesign a lot of that, including finishing the pond finally. But anyway, back to our unveiling new species. So yeah, like I said, green and all, he's up there hiding in the plants. I don't know if you guys will be able to see him or not, but he's there. But we'll move on to the ones you guys want to see. Well, at least I want to show off because everyone loves them. And, by the way, those yellowhead geckos, I got this giant cube terrarium there that I'm going to turn into a giant bioactive setup for those yellowheads. And you guys are going to dig it. Now, I'm going to show off the first little guy I got because it's not a new species. I already have a couple of them. So I'm going to show them off a little bit. Pardon the mess behind me. I'm working with chickens and getting eggs out. So yeah, pardon the mess, guys. Ignore it if you can see it. My house isn't normally this messy. But anyway, so the first little guy I'm going to show you, I have a number of these guys already. I wanted to get another one to make an even number. But he's going to stay by himself for a little while, and he's going to grow up because he's a little tiny. But it is a baby redfoot tortoise. Really tiny little guy, but he's really good. As you can see, he's been eating his breakfast this morning. He's been pooping and eating his breakfast. So I'm going to clean up this little tub for him later and then get him in kind of a little bigger setup. Right now he's in quarantine, so I usually keep my animals in a separation area for about a month just to make sure, you know, they're not sick, they're not going to spread anything. No problems. He's got to nibble some more on his breakfast. But these guys are great pets, man. Guys, if you guys want a tortoise that doesn't get very large, are very friendly, very personable. Like this guy, I've only had him, I haven't even had him for 24 hours. He already trusts me enough to let me pet him. And he doesn't like try to tuck away. Very personable species, guys. They are amazing pets. If you want a tortoise, they are amazing pets. Like really, redfoots are arguably, a lot of people say, some of the best pet tortoises because they're very hardy. They do very well. They're very friendly, very curious tortoises. As you can see, he trashed his house. It was all nice and neat, and he spent the first hour last night before I turned off the lights and got him all set up for bed. He destroyed his little tub here. He's going to get a bigger setup here soon. But yeah, no, he's doing good. But no, guys, I like I said, I wanted to get a nice fourth one to kind of round out the area. I had four redfoots earlier in the year, and one of them unfortunately passed away. He got an infection from something. We weren't able to determine what, but he passed away unfortunately. So I was wanting to get a new one to kind of even out the group and keep the population up a little bit. But yeah, no, so I got this little baby. He's pretty cute. He's an amazing little tortoise. I love, like I said, I love yellowfoot, or red, I keep saying yellowfoots. I love redfoots. They are such an amazing tortoise species. Now this last guy, this is the new species that I got for the reptile room. I've been wanting to work with one of these for a very long time. I love these turtles. They are an amazing species. I love them. Oh, let's hopefully not get bit. Ooh. And of course, it is a common snapping turtle, guys. As you can see here, he's a common snap. Do not turn around and bite me, please. I'm gonna put you down. There he goes in his little water. Just got him a little basic setup here, guys. Some water. It's a little bit of dry dock area. This is just, like I said, for quarantine purposes. He's actually, I get a bigger water area to grow a little bit more in. That currently Tito the water turtle's in. So this little guy will get that space, which will be good for him for at least a year or two. These guys, once the reptile house is up, I'm actually building a full pond, like a huge pond in the middle of the reptile house that I'm hopefully going to get a couple more, but we're starting with one for now. But I love snapping turtles. They're some of my favorite turtles on the planet. I know a lot of people think that too. I love them to death because they are the most prehistoric, primeval looking turtle ever, with those like serrations on their shells, the long like dinosaur like tail, the kind of this guy's pretty chill right now, but I think that's also because he's still getting settled, but the kind of not necessarily friendly misdemeanor. I've rescued plenty of them off the road, and I'll tell you right now, they aren't the happiest of turtles to be touched. They like to bite a lot. But this little guy's pretty good for now. He's pretty friendly for the time being. But we'll keep working with him, see if we can't get him even friendlier. But like I said, guys, this is a species I've been wanting to work with for so long. I love snapping turtles. And unfortunately, alligator snapping turtles are, I want to say they're endangered, but I know there's a crap ton of laws and regulations on them. There's so many laws on them that you can't get them unless you have special permits. So I'd love to eventually get some of them permits so I can start doing some work with alligator snappers. Because like I said, snapping turtles are some of my favorites. They're just such goofy turtles. I love them. But I'm happy to settle for a common snapping turtle, which is what this little guy is, because they are a hoot in themselves, and they are still super cute. But nah, guys, like, I don't recommend these as a pet for everyone, because it is a snapping turtle. It can possibly take off a finger, or at least an extremely painful bite. So I'm gonna be working with him, being very careful with him that I don't get bit. But yeah. So I don't recommend these guys as a pet for everyone. Maybe a little bit more experienced reptile handlers can have snapping turtles, I would recommend, just because they're not poisonous, they don't get giant, you know, but they can still give a pretty painful and nasty bite if they really choose so. So I would not recommend, you know, getting a snapping turtle for a little kid that wants to pet a animal like every day. I wouldn't recommend that. But like I said, super excited to get this guy. Again, sorry for the most unboxing or unboxing video ever. You know, because they were already unboxed. But I got them home late last night. I wanted to make sure they were all okay, and they survived their little expedition in the mail. Because we all know how great sometimes these delivery services can be. Oh, itchy nose. It's got an itchy nose. But yeah, no, guys, I'm thinking of a name for this guy and some of the others. So, probably not the yellowheads. They're just too quick and small and hard to single out. But anyway, this little guy, I'm going to think of a name for him. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the new residents of the reptile room and how cool they are and what we can expect hopefully in the future. This little guy, he's pretty chill right now. Hopefully we can keep him that way. If not, oh well, we'll still love him no matter what his attitude is, because you know what, we love animals on this channel, and no matter what, we want them to be happy and healthy. But I'm happy to have spent this journey with you guys today. I'm sorry for the most unboxing video ever. And also, don't expect me to do this a whole lot. I actually don't get new reptiles very often. I just happen to be able to get these guys here, and I was like super excited to get the chance to get them. So that happened. So I was like, hey, I'm getting these reptiles. Let's do an unboxing video with the YouTube channel. And of course, things went awry, and that didn't work out specifically. But anywho, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. Because you should be watching this Friday evening. If not, either way, have a wonderful day. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.